Hey, I'm Davis Hammett with Loud Light. Here's what happened the third week inside the Kansas State House. Democratic Governor Kelly vetoed the flat tax bill that would lower taxes on wealthy Kansans and drive the state back into a deficit within 5 years. Republican Senate President Masterson and Speaker of the House Hawkins may attempt to override her veto, but due to bipartisan opposition, an override vote is likely to fail. The governor's tax cut proposal will have a hearing next week, and she has vowed to call a special session if legislators try to leave Topeka without passing tax cuts focused on Kansans raising young children, the elderly, and the middle class. This is a significant threat because legislators cannot accept campaign contributions from lobbyists while in session, and every single legislator is up for election this year. A House committee heard a proposal that would have Kansans vote in November on whether or not to add a fundamental right to guns and gun accessories to the state constitution. If passed, it would make it difficult, if not impossible, for state and local governments to regulate guns, ammunition, or accessories in any way. This comes as a federal appeals court ruled that Mexico can move forward with a lawsuit against U.S. gun manufacturers for their alleged negligence in profiting off illegal gun smuggling schemes that utilize relaxed U.S. gun laws to move 500,000 guns per year into Mexico to arm criminal enterprises such as drug cartels. Kansas legislators are among the lowest paid in the nation, with legislators currently making $86 a day. Last year, the newly formed Legislative Compensation Committee recommended raising pay to $43,000 a year beginning in 2025, which would match border states like Missouri, Colorado, and Oklahoma. The significant raise is expected to allow more Kansans, particularly those that are not independently wealthy or retired, to serve in the state legislature. However, 2 Republican legislators who are well-off business owners have spoken against the raise and are planning to introduce resolutions to block the raise from going into effect. The House K-12 Committee is working on legislation supported by Representative Christy Williams that would change the way Kansas schools are funded. Funding is based on student enrollment during the previous 2 years, but the bill would switch to using either the current or previous year enrollment numbers and require districts with a school closure to use the current year enrollment. The change could help growing districts but hurt shrinking districts, and it would create more volatility, making it harder for schools to plan their budgets. The state's largest school district in Wichita is already facing school closures, and if passed, the bill would more rapidly defund Wichita's public schools. At the annual anti-abortion march, Republican leadership said they plan to push for more anti-abortion laws in spite of the state's constitutional protections for reproductive health care, which Kansas voters overwhelmingly upheld in 2022. At the rally, Kansans for Life called on voters to protect the Republican supermajority in the November election so that they may continue their drive to ban abortion. Next week, the legislature will hear the governor's bipartisan coalition tax cut proposal, a bill to ban ranked choice voting, a proposal to penalize diversity, equity, and inclusion in colleges, and more. Wednesday is Equality Day in the State House for LGBTQ rights. If you appreciate these videos, please become a monthly donor at loudlight.org/donate. Stay tuned, stay engaged, and until next time, thank you so much, Kansas.